everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be my first video after, I don't know, 2 or 3 years not posting anything. Things have been going on well. It's just pretty hectic in terms of personal and work life. I had my house kind of expanded, so I have my own craft room now, and that took a lot of time in organizing on my part. That's why I just now found the perfect place to film a video. And yeah, I want to show you a mini album that I made using Kathy Orta's Perfect Pics Duo tutorial. It's a written tutorial. There's no video tutorial per se for that combo. I think you can buy separately for the video tutorial, which are like two separate albums. But there's a landscape and portrait tutorial for this particular style, and she just put it into a written tutorial. I thought I was just going to have a hard time understanding the tutorial, but it was fine. I read through it. It was written pretty good, and yeah, this is one of the results. So with that tutorial, the Perfect Pics Duo is perfect for 4x6 photos, and there's a landscape and a portrait version. This is the landscape version. I use Echo Park Happy Camper to create this album. I believe this is 5x7 inch album for the cover and the pages. So it accommodates 4x6 perfectly. For the front, I use this shaker frame as sort of like the highlight or like the title of the album. Um, it's it can move around a little bit, the shaker. I think if I had used more foam or foam tapes, it'll move around more, better, the sequence here. But it's fine either way. So sorry about the glare because, acetate there. I printed out all of the papers here, and including this one as well, the elements here. Yeah, I have a cheapy ink tank printer. It's Canon G3000. It prints wonderfully, and it's just an A4 printer, but there's so many things that you can do with this printer, or I mean just a general printer. So I'm really loving that. Anyway, so yes, back to the cover. So I use this plaid paper here, and then I just put a strip of brown paper here. I kind of regretted my decision having this glittery frame here. This is die cut using Lawn Fawn stitch rectangle die, I believe. And I just popped it with some foam tape that I cut to size here to kind of pop it up and give way for the sequence to move around. And yeah, because it's supposed to be for about camping. This is for one of my friends. She went camping with her friends, and although it wasn't necessarily glamping, if it was glamping, then probably this would fit the theme. But I think it was just really cool. I just love all things glittery. I can't help myself. So yeah, for the side here, as you can see, it's a corrugated paper in yellow. I've had this paper, lots of them by the way, for quite a while. I just don't seem to find the perfect use for it. But then when I saw this and I was like, it's camping, maybe some rugged kind of texture like this would fit the theme. So I did it. So this is the back. It's pretty similar to the front. Now for the first page, if you can see here, on the left side, the inside front cover, there's the pocket here, and you can put 4x6 photos there, or tags, journaling, stuff like that. So I will let her print her photos, and I will put instructions for her to put her photos here. The first page on the right, I just left it plain with pattern papers. So I will explain to you, like, the design kind of continues or repeated itself. It's very, very easy, and it's really nice. So the first page here on the right, I put these pine trees, some sort of wood log there pattern. It's really nice, and I really like the colors here. And on the second page on the left, I left it blank also, but this one is a more I don't know, less crowded pattern paper here with the stars here. So she can put her 4x6 photos here, or smaller photos, like maybe a 2x3, or in Indonesia, actually, we have a 4x6, we call it 4R, and then 3R is slightly smaller than 4x6, but not 3x4. So it's, I think, 2.5, no, sorry, 3.5 by 5 inch. So that would be perfect here. So I will put instruction for her in a separate sheet, so she can put anything here, smaller photos than 4x6, or even 4x6 itself. And then over here on the right, we have another page with a pocket here, and this flips up, and you can remove it. It's an insert. So when you remove this insert, there's a blank white page here. So on the top, it's just a pattern paper, because I don't want to sort of, you know, create a photo here, because I want everything when it's assembled like this just to have all the pattern papers. I'm crazy about pattern papers. So I decided to just put the spot for photo inside. So on the top here, and then on the bottom inside here, there's a pocket. I'm not too sure if this fits 4x6. I'm guessing it does. If not, once again, the same with the pockets in the front. She can put maybe tags, journalings, or smaller photos. And then on the back is just another spot for her 4x6 photos. Lots of opportunities here. So she can customize it with smaller or bigger photos. You flip it to the left, and then you can see here it's just a polka dot paper. I really like just how bright this paper collection is. Really lovely. On the right, once again, I put pattern paper, just sort of like to break up everything here. I mean, I'm guessing she would have photos on the left here. So I think just focusing on or showcasing a pattern paper would be nice here. So that's what I did. So if we flip it, I put a little bit like more subdued kind of pattern here. It's a solid with a really, faint pattern here. And then the design, that's it actually. This is one page on the hinge, and the design repeats itself. And again, you can see there's the arrow pattern papers here, really pretty. And then you flip it up, and then you can see the insert here. So for the smaller parts of the albums, like like this pocket or the insert here, I resized the papers to 6x6, which is 50% of the 12x12, and then I printed out. But for these, because these are bigger than 6x6, I had to use them just as is, 12x12. But it's really easy when you do it digitally. You can manipulate it however you like. It's easy. Okay, so this goes back in here. It's so fun and easy to make this, really. I use craft paper, which is pretty much a heavy-duty craft paper, making it really, really sturdy. But yeah, it's pretty easy to make. So I got a green paper here on the left, and then, oh, this paper is so cute. I love the sayings here: back to nature, happy camper, gone fishing, really lovely. And then I have a yellow paper here, and then another insert with a pocket, and then you can see the back there. Another pocket here. The papers are kind of similar to one another. I think overall, the paper collection has probably about 20 papers. I think 20 pattern papers. And yeah, I used all of them. I use the old hidden hinge binding for this. It doesn't lay flat as, I mean, like, it doesn't lay as flat as I want it to be, as you can see here. Um, if I use her hidden hinge plus, it probably would lay flatter. It would be so much nicer and flexible. I just thought that this is the easiest binding system, and I'm really used to this binding system. So yeah, it doesn't really matter actually. I still love it either way. Anyway, so yes, halfway through, here's another like leaves pattern. So you can see on the front here, on every section of the page, I always use like a busier pattern paper. And then on the left side, it would be something more simpler because, you know, she can put photos there. Yeah, and then you turn the page and you can see there's a pocket there, another pocket insert there. Okay, and then let me put this back. Okay, and then on this side we have the blue star pattern paper again, the arrow paper, the green paper, and then the smaller size of that happy camper here. This is a 6x6. I think the design here is about, yeah, 6x4 1/4, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why I can resize this to 6x6. Another pocket insert and the pocket page here. And then this is a little bit busier because I just kind of ran out of, you know, the solid subdued pattern. I really love the color scheme here. Really, really nice. And it's kind of neutral because, you know, you can use it for boys and girls, or, you know, adults or children. It's really nice. There's this really cool pattern here with the cars and the tents. Really nice. And then I just use that blue arrow pattern here. This red plaid for the insert. On the inside, you have the leaves and the X marks pattern paper. And then you got these sort of busy paper there. And this is the last page where you can see the triangles pattern there. And then another pattern here on the back. So the front and the back cover, inside front and back cover is the same. So it takes the guesswork out of it. This is the back. And that's my album. Hope you like it, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye!